Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla inaugurates newly constructed prefabricated houses and crash center for internally displaced persons at Jalenphai village in Churachandpur district. All Manipur recognized private schools welfare association observes 22nd private school day with focus on role of private school in successful implementation of NEP 2020. Principal of Ibotombi Institute of Education R.K. Pageant stresses digitization of Manipur's local knowledge system under NEP, says indigenous knowledge must not be overshadowed by mainstream narratives. Tripura gears up to celebrate 34th Manipuri Language Day on August 20 and 21. Manipuri Language Development Society former member N.G. Nongyai greets people on the occasion. High Court of Manipur recognizes right of transgender persons to update name and gender in educational certificates. Manipur's first transgender doctor, Beyonce Lystrom, wins name and gender change case. And in Miss Universe India 2025 grand finale, Manika Vishwakarma of Rajasthan wins coveted crown and Manipur's Sarangthem Nirupama shines as fourth runner-up. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm JOYSHREE USHAM bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Amju and EDM continue black badge and slogan protests demanding justice over the Gwaltabi incident. Manipur government break the silence over Gwaltabi. Moving ahead with today's news. On his second visit to Churachandpur district since assuming office as governor of Manipur, Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla today inaugurated the newly constructed prefabricated houses and a crash center at Jalenphai village. The newly inaugurated housing units will accommodate around 200 internally displaced persons. Speaking on the occasion, the governor reaffirmed the government's commitment to rehabilitate displaced families in their original homes and restore peace in the state. Governor Bhalla expressed solidarity with victims taking refuge in relief camps, acknowledged their grievances and assured that all possible measures will be taken in consultation with the Deputy Commissioner to ease their hardships. During his visit, he also distributed mattresses and essential food items to IDPs, including children. Later, the governor held a meeting with representatives of various civil society organizations at DC office to review pressing issues in the district.
As governor, I would like to say that I want that peace should return quickly and all of you should be able to as early as possible. And government is working for the peace talks among different leaders, among different communities to ensure that peace returns to the state and everybody comes back to where they used to live and engage in whatever they were doing. It's sad that for 2 years people have been living in the camps and here 6 months back these prefabricated units have come up where some of the families have shifted. Though it may not be like your own house, but that's what initially we thought, that such units will give some privacy and some accommodation with some infrastructure which will make you comfortable.
BJP Manipur Vice President N. Nimbus asserts that Congress party has little chance of returning to power unless it upholds the idea of nationalism. Speaking at a press briefing held at BJP state office today, he said it is shocking that Congress party is alleging EVM manipulation and demanding a return of ballot papers in some states while remaining silent for the same in states where it holds power. Nimbus said the Congress party is facing the consequences of its past misdeeds and scams. Referring to the present upheaval, he reaffirmed that BJP is firm in its stance to safeguard Manipur's territorial integrity and will not allow any form of separate administration. He also urged the Congress party to clarify its own stance on protecting the state's integrity.
Bharat versus the Kogi Colgate scam, Hiro, Sanaroi Singi, Commonwealth game, Hiro, others housing Hiro, helicopter scam, Hiro, case for boat, Hiro, Tongan with scam, Mayam, Makwin, Toramap, Maduki Dandi Pango, Mayam Yao, Sigina was Yao. Aduna, Bharat ki Praja Sing, Bharat ki Potter Sing, Congress, the Param, Tambiri, Tambigini, Kayunoida, Maduna, Hojiki, Say, Tara, Tam, Sida, Bharat ki Praja Sing, Tambiri Parasim, Masina Lloyd River, Tambi the Wat River, Mado, Congress Party, na Kangana Hoji, Bharatiya Janata Party, na losing by NDG, Sarkars in Tauriba, Tabakudima, Amu Dusu, Mure, High and the Mure, Kangaba Poto, Angawani and Hiba, Kayunoida, Makoi, ruling party na Tauriba. Modi na lusing sarkar sina tawriba afaba mayam de moigi sin sidagi phai hainingdaba.
Taking part in the press meet, BJP Manipur Pradesh General Secretary K. Sarat Kumar expressed confidence that a popular government will be restored in the state before the 2027 assembly election. Responding to queries on the issue, he said time was needed to create the right conditions for its return and that the process could not be rushed. On Congress leader Rahul Gandhi's claim of EVM manipulation, Sarat Kumar dismissed it as baseless and accused Congress of countless wrongdoings.
BJP nadi karigu mamata da koi bot huran ba kaidoba amata laite bot huran bagi wakan khali se machi hurala mani kan khali se huran mi du nadi khangane ba kamai to huran yagis moina huran baduna huran bagi wakan khalai ne moina yadaba mayam se si CBI yadre ED yadre election commission yadre si karigino moina changsalu punam se court na noina tawdu lali hadana bilak verdict mayam dana maram moira moisi upai lerakta dana bot huran badum tare moina sarkar pairi ba karnataka da mogi mantri duna hai ni mantri sector mandak sector ranjana Akoina Sarkar by Akoina Bottle is happy carrying my don't mean the blame to you. How do we Mantri check the way?
RPI Manipur Vice President Sapam Kanglepal cautions that the proposed road widening project in Lamlai Assembly constituency could leave nearly one-third of Laimakong Mapal villagers homeless. Speaking at a meeting in the village today, Kanglepal noted that the settlement dates back to World War II when people fleeing violence took refuge there. Many residents now in their 90s were born and raised in the village. He further pointed out that several villages across Lamlai Assembly constituency lack land documents, largely due to poverty, lack of awareness or failure to anticipate future hurdles. Stressing that Laimakong Mapal is not a new settlement, he urged authorities to provide land allotment documents in accordance with Section 14 of the Manipur Land Revenue and Land Reform Act 1960.
Hariba Section 14 Zigi Makada, allotment amamam, a coin a lajariba from Singsidai Pata PBU. At the Karigumba Legana, in Falukulam Bize, South Tokawayade, South Tokani, Aduduna, knowing a lady with Jumze, a koi, Miamgi, I can be the season again. Hiragazu, season of Bio modulator for a team relate. The Wudabu, I call you late for Mama, Lamacong Mapalgi lady, but Kunzame am Zigi late for Mama, allotment ama, Disina, Magi Section 14 Zigi Makada, PB Bayavanina, I call Mapum today the PBU, Aduga Lamacong. Palgi Kunza Amon Lyric Puggy, Charles Road Mam Hogdor Puggy, Adugi Puari, Dumadi, Kahin Biganu, Equaling Lemacong, Pal Kulzigi Madunda, Elotmenama PBU, Madu Piji Boktung D, Equaza, Tandu Laitana, Koinahana, Laser from State Lehan View.
All Manipur recognized Private Schools Welfare Association today observed the 22nd Private School Day 2025 at Hotel Imolish, Olambulan Road, on the theme Role of Private School in Successful Implementation of NEP 2020. Speaking on the occasion, Association President Lysram Joy urged authorities to ensure full implementation of National Education Policy NEP 2020 in Manipur, stressing that delays are causing the state to lag behind in the rapidly changing education sector. He also appealed to make education sector a disturbance-free zone. Joy assured that all Manipur recognized Private Schools Welfare Association will continue to urge relevant authorities for effective implementation of NEP. Former Vice Chancellor of DM University, Professor Nomaitem Rajmohan, COSEM Secretary Kundrakpam Ashikumar, BOSEM Secretary Caesar Gurumayum Jitilal, Association Advisor Namoijam Tomba, teachers from private schools attended the event, among others. As part of the program, The M. Jemina Lema Memorial Best Teacher Award 2025 was conferred on Assistant Teacher Gyangray Liu Gangmei of Rising and Brightening RB Academy, Lamshang. The award carried a cash prize of 10,000 rupees, a citation and a shawl.
India Pumbada National Education Policy asi Sanaba Hogre. Adu Akwigi State Asidazi Nasi Fawada National Education Policy asi Mapung Pana Satna Navagi Taurangasi Paketpo Ude Asum Laba India Pumbada Local Liva National Education Policy Asigi Hazakraba Momato Singasi Akwena Karado Irabasu Tungi Horiba Itai Now Mayam Singasida Akwena Implement Oba Amadi Masibu Satnaba Yanavagi Damakta Nasi Fawada Gamenda Taksindran Lai Adana Handaki Saye Silsu Akwena Hairiba National Education Policy Asi Mapung Fana Akugi State Asida Sana Halaga India Pumbada Hongaiba Education Gi Mayon Asida Akugi State Asigi Mahirosing Asisu Chatsabang Nagi Damakta Manipurgi IT person gi Angang Ladiba Private School Aquinasu Honapam Toi Haiba Kalunduda Hantaki Sayi Asida Akui Timasi Aquina Saga Chavani.
Principal of Ibotombi Institute of Education, R.K. Bijen, stresses the need to digitize and preserve Manipur's local knowledge systems which have existed since ancient times for the benefit of present and future generations. He was speaking on the sidelines of two-day seminar on Rejuvenating Indigenous Wisdom, Manipur's IKS under NEP 2020, organized at Ibotombi Institute of Education, Kanchipur since yesterday. Highlighting the challenges, Bijen pointed out that incorporating Indian knowledge systems IKS into the curriculum under NEP 2020 may not be easy in states like Manipur and Meghalaya, where Christianity is deeply rooted. He stressed that Manipur's indigenous knowledge system, rooted in age-old practices of Maiba, Maibi and traditional wisdom, must not be overshadowed by mainstream Indian narratives. The seminar brought together scholars from different universities and colleges of the state and delegates from outside the state with 31 paper presentation.
अखोई लोकल नॉलेज इंडिया के इंडिजिनस नॉलेज एकोमोडेट तौद्रगदी मेनलैंड की सिदंग चटखरगा मणिपुर के अखोई लीजल लेजरब माइबगी पथाब मेटलर्जी मयाम से नोइन मांग की बदी मवोंग लेरकपा खंग खरदम खंग दुगा अखोई मणिपुर से नो मणिपुर है अखोई अंगांग अखोई करिकुलम द यावरक्तबा अखोई हाप के थिरक मतम पोस्टिंग से अखोई मफम चाना थीब अदुना हाइरबसिंग से फंगनबगी पांदम दा अखोई ताकलनबा होब म ओइना इंडिजिनस नॉलेज सिस्टम से रिजुविनेट तौनबा मणिपुर लेरंबा लेरिबा हान अरिब 10,000 years गुम्बगी हेनबा civilization अमा लेरमगा करिगदमक्ता अखोई civilization सिग मरि लेनबा science के knowledge अदगी education के knowledge मयाम से अखोई लेरोइदोइनो मसे ताकलगा सेम से ना अखोइना national level के seminar से तबुनी.
Tripura gears up to celebrate the 34th Language Day for 2 days, commemorating the inclusion of Manipuri language in the 8th schedule of Indian Constitution. The event will be organized by Directorate of Kokborok and other minority languages Tripura at Nazrul Kalakshetra, Agartala on August 20 and 21. Agartala Municipal Corporation Mayor and MLA Deepak Majumdar will grace the event. The two-day celebrations will feature a seminar, Kabi Sammilan and various cultural performances. Manipuri Language Development Society, Maladies and Human Rights Commission former member NG Nongyai greets people of Manipur on the occasion of Manipur Language Day. Nongyai stated that Manipuri language was added to the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution on August 20, 1992. Demanding inclusion of Manipuri language in the schedule in 1950, Manipuri Language Demand Coordinating Committee carried out hunger strike at Boat Club in New Delhi. The strike was called off following an agreement with then Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao, and the Manipur language bill was passed on August 20, 1992 at the Parliament monsoon session. Nongyai continued that Maladies was formed for development of Manipuri language, and following this, on December 6, 1995, then Chief Minister Rishank Kaishing formed the Manipuri Language Cell in Education S, and the cell has since been turned into Language Directorate starting 2013. Manipur University Vice Chancellor Professor L. Lokendra today announced that a proposal has been made to include Manipuri martial art Thangta in the sports curriculum of universities under Association of Indian Universities AIU. He added that the AIU is also likely to approve an annual Thangta competition. The VC was speaking at the launch of 3-day national workshop on sports and nutrition at Manipur University Court Hall, jointly organized by MU's Department of Anthropology, Physical Education and Sports and Polestar College, Hyanglam, Wabugai. Highlighting Manipur's rich sporting legacy, he urged sports enthusiasts and sports scientists and Thangta experts to work towards bringing the art form to the international stage. Olympian KSH Toiba and Professor S. Jibon Kumar, Dean of School of Human and Environmental Sciences, also attended the event, which is being participated by research scholars from across the country.
Manipur University has actually recently taken up the initiative of requesting the Association of Indian Universities to include Thangta, martial art, because we believe that Thangta is a martial art form which has got every possible aspect of excelling and becoming an event of international competition. An Association of Indian University is actively considering of including Thangta in its annual program of competition among all the members of Association of Indian University.
Veterinary and Animal Husbandry Secretary Michael Atom informs that state government will soon constitute a high-level task force on fodder development. He was speaking at a one-day state-level workshop on fodder research development plan for Manipur organized by AICRP on forage crops and utilization, Central Agricultural University Imphal at the CAU Iroshamba. Michael noted that fodder remains one of the most neglected sectors in Manipur despite its crucial role. He maintained that if given due attention, the sector can boost productivity and generate employment. He stressed the need for a comprehensive policy plan with active participation of stakeholders along with convergence of existing government schemes. CAU Director of Research Dr. L.M. Garnayak, Dean of College of Agriculture, KVK heads from various districts, ICAR scientists, FPO representatives and subject experts attended the workshop.
Because of the climatic conditions, say for example, compared to other northeastern states like Nagaland, Mizoram and other states, we have a plain area where we can utilize very suitably. There are arable land, I'm talking about even non-arable land, even in the foothills. So what we need is a policy or state action plan in coordination with all the stakeholders as well as the Central Agriculture University for a scientific approach. How do we organize, make this sector as an organized, profitable and a sustainable sector.
Deputy Commissioner of Bishnupur, Pujai Langbam, today visited the Community Health Center CHC at Ningthaukong to review the newly constructed building and assess the overall functioning of the center. During the visit, the DC was briefed by the medical officer in charge on the status of the new construction, maintenance of the existing health center, manpower position, and available infrastructure. She also inspected the ongoing construction work and urged for expediting the finishing touches wherever required. Encouraging the doctors and nurses to continue delivering their best services, DC Pujai Langbam assured that the district administration would extend full support to the health center. Chief Medical Officer Bishnupur, Dr. L. Rai Chandra, accompanied the DC during the inspection. Movement of vehicles carrying goods and essential commodities into Manipur resumed today following the completion of repair work on the Chakabama-Kedima bypass road via Mao. Briefing the media at Manipur Drivers Association office today, MDA General Secretary Sanjay Khetrimayum informed that the repair work was undertaken by the association and its partner bodies from August 14, which had temporarily halted the movement of goods vehicles.
Manipur Driver Association amasung mapang sabina jariba Senapati District Truck Owner Association Senapati District Truck Driver Union amasung Manipur Gurkha Motor Worker Welfare Association ga loinana North East Federation of Trade Union gi mieng makhada matam kharani akoina lawjaraga semba haujarak palambi do ngasidi yam sathina miyoibagi punchida sokpa yaba diversity gi punchi pikhemdaba yaba amasung soibadagi akhoi nathayiraga haidi mai magi panthungmam yaunabagi yanaba phibamda semjanjaba loisanduna ngasi nungthindagi lambi pari ngasida ahamada khali gari hana thada jabani aduga load gari hujik kharagra thaba haujare.
Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on Manipur's first transgender doctor, Beyonce Lystrom, winning the case on name and gender change. Keep watching Impact News.
Adom diabetes amadi kidney nabaki wakpirakanu Laichal Ayus Clinic and Pharmacy Advanced Diabetes Healing and Wellness Center asida diabetes amadi kidney gi laina khudimaki fatty liver reverse oina layeng bangamle asida sunatana BP wangba uric acid wangba thyroid ki laina sinus tonsil high cholesterol arthritis migraine anxiety stress steam bath water therapy panchakarma prostate gland sauthokpa amadi weight loss asida sunatana makhal khudimaki lab test ki khudong chabasu fanganjari mayam lengsen biraksi Laichal Ayus Clinic and Pharmacy Sagolba Salam Laikai Mamang Lairak Jiri Parking Matam Ayupung Nipan dagi nungtil pung mga fawa ako pamarol gidamag 888-057-1815.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. In a landmark ruling, High Court of Manipur upholds the right of transgender persons to update their name and gender in educational and official certificates. Justice A. Guneshwar Sharma, delivering judgment today in the case filed by 32-year-old trans woman Dr. Beyonce Lystrom, directed the Board of Secondary Education Manipur, Council of Higher Secondary Education Manipur, Manipur University and the Manipur Medical Council to issue fresh certificates reflecting her new name and gender as Beyonce Lystrom, female, in place of her original records that identified her as Boboy Lystrom, male. The court ruled that under sections 6, 7, 10 and 20 of the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Act 2019 and Transgender Rules 2020, all establishments are legally bound to recognize and update the new identity of transgender persons. It also ordered the Manipur government to issue directions to ensure all institutions incorporate these provisions in their rules and regulations. The court observed that masking the petitioner's identity would amount to treating her as a victim, noting instead that Dr. Beyonce Lystrom, the first transgender doctor of Manipur from Kakwa, Laifrakpam Lekai, Maibam Lekai in Imphal West District, serves as an inspiration for the community. Dr. Beyonce Lystrom rose to prominence in 2018 when she became the first medical doctor from the transgender community in the entire Northeast region. The ruling ensures that transgender persons in Manipur will no longer be forced to approach courts repeatedly to claim their right to identity in official records. Manipur's Sarangthem Nirupama has brought pride to the state by finishing as a fourth runner-up at Miss Universe India 2025 Grand Finale held last evening at Jaipur, Rajasthan. She was also conferred the Miss Popular title, reflecting her strong public support and charisma throughout the competition. The national pageant was organized by Glamanan Group in association with K. Sera Sera Box Office under the direction of Nikhil Anand, National Director of Miss Universe India. The coveted crown went to Manika Vishwakarma of Rajasthan, who will represent India at the upcoming Miss Universe contest in Thailand later this year. Tanya Sharma of Uttar Pradesh was adjudged first runner-up, while Mehak Dingra bagged a second runner-up and Amishi Kaushik of Haryana claimed the third runner-up title. Nirupama, a native of Kakching Kuno, Lamhaba Lekai, is currently pursuing a degree in psychology at City University, Punjab. She was earlier crowned Miss Universe Manipur 2025 and has also participated in several beauty pageants, including Orange Queen, steadily building her presence as a confident and compassionate young woman. An anti-drug rally was organized today in Imphal East District under the initiative of Porampad Police Station. The rally started from Wangkai Angomlekai and passed through Mahabali Palace Compound and nearby areas, with Mairapaibi members actively participating. Posters calling for complete eradication of drugs and illicit substances were also pasted along the route. Porampad PS Officer in charge S. Chandra Kumar said the campaign aims to protect youth from drugs. Sanakonung Mairapaibi Apunba Loop Secretary Y. Ibe Yaima urged authorities to ensure strict crackdowns on drugs entering the state and stressed the need for collective efforts by authorities, local clubs and Mairapaibi groups.
Ngasi poster campaign against drug abuse haiba campaign ngasi hogoleba koi naha maroina naha singsi drug chaba masing henkala iba degi nisagi ipakta tawbasi khara makhai di thingba ngamgadra na madugi pandam da hona jabna
nisa sariba moise sina ngahak pharaga tawraga aduma thok thadok khineba manipuri samasi degi mangki da bai cha singsina thogla aga mangjin tharaga mafam taaga akoi punna khongjang changjan minarabati department sing asina mangjin tharaga lairi ba laikai so iba tawriba mafam khudimaktaga kucham naraga thaba se pangthokagadi mai pakadra haina khanjai masina koida samas asida kanaba khajitang oirasu purakani khanduna nisana manghan khigadoraba manipur ase asidage aikoi kharadang oirabasu kanjaba ngamgani.
The 3-day training program for Anganwadi workers on Portion B, Padai B, organized under the supervision of District Administration Kaching by Integrated Child Development Services Project Kaching under the Department of Social Welfare, Government of Manipur, continued for the second day today at the Library and Information Center, Kaching District. Second day featured sessions on child nutrition, hygiene and community engagement. District Child Protection Unit, Kaching Department of Social Welfare under the supervision of District Administration Kaching also organized one-day legal awareness on child protection and trafficking at Sekmaijin Mayai Lekai Community Hall yesterday for the VLFs of Sekmaijin Gram Panchayat. Assam Rifles and IIIT Manipur signed an MOU at Manipur yesterday to collaborate on drone technology, marking a major step in Defense Academia partnership. The event was attended by Major General Ravroop Singh, IG, Assam Rifles South and IIIT officials who highlighted the transformative role of drones in modern warfare. As part of the initiative, an advanced drone training and refresher course was launched to train personnel in flight operations, maintenance and DGCA certified protocols for surveillance and logistics support. Around 80 defense personnel and faculty members took part, reaffirming the shared vision of innovation-driven security preparedness. Security forces continue to conduct search operations and area domination in the fringe and vulnerable areas across districts. Security team arrested one individual with WY tablets weighing approximately 3 kg, 200 gram during such operation along National Highway number 2 in T. Kulen area under Senapati Police Station, Senapati District yesterday. Arrested person is 35-year-old MD Sajid Khan of Taubal Moijing, Taubal District. Security forces also seized one Mahindra, one mobile phone and one Aadhaar card from his possession. Lining Tho Sanamahi Temple Board says it will perform Tarpan rituals in honor of members of the Meitei community who have lost their lives in Manipur violence. The ceremony will take place on August 24 at Lining Tho Sanamahi Shrine in Haying Khongban, Upong Yumpham. Press note from the board says that the children from relief camps will present thangta, pung and songs as part of the tribute program. The board has also appealed to the public to take part in the ceremony and pay homage to the departed souls. Prime Minister Narendra Modi appeals to all the MPs, including those from the opposition, to extend unanimous support to Maharashtra Governor C.P. Radhakrishnan, the NDA's nominee for Vice President. At the NDA parliamentary party meeting today, Modi introduced Radhakrishnan to MPs, while Defence Minister Rajnath Singh was tasked with reaching out cross parties to build consensus. Union Minister Kiran Rijiju praised Radhakrishnan's clean public image and simple life, calling his candidature a matter of pride. Radhakrishnan will file his nomination on August 20, that is tomorrow, with the vice presidential election scheduled in September. Over 5 lakh students have participated in Youth Parliament program organized by Union Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs. Union Minister Kiran Rijiju informed the Rajya Sabha yesterday. The program covers schools, universities, Kendriyas and Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas and Eklavya Model Residential Schools. To expand its reach, a National Youth Parliament Scheme NYPS web portal was launched where more than 1 lakh citizens have engaged through sittings and quizzes on Bharatiya democracy in action. The initiative aims to strengthen democratic values, discipline, tolerance and awareness of parliamentary practices. In the last 2 financial years, around 600 institutions, 35,000 students and 1,800 sittings involving 66,000 students were recorded through the portal. Directorate of Education as Government of Manipur informs that Rashtriya Indian Military College, Dehradun entrance examination for admission of boys and girls to class 8 for July 2026 term will be held on December 7 at Ramlal Paul Higher Secondary School in Imphal. Now the weather report. India Meteorological Department Meteorological Center Imphal forecasts rain in parts of the state today and tomorrow. Yellow warning has been issued as heavy rainfall accompanied by thunder and lightning is likely in many places of the state today. Rain is also expected in several parts of Tamenglong, Senapati, Ukhrul, Chandel, Churachandpur and Frizzol districts tomorrow, while some places in Kangpokpi, Imphal West, Imphal East, Kamjong, Zirbam, None, Bishnupur, Thobal, Kakching and Technopol districts will experience shower. Report from ICR Agromet Unit, Lamphilpat says Manipur recorded a maximum temperature of 31 degrees Celsius and minimum of 21.5 degrees Celsius in the past 24 hours. Now the sports news. Hockey players stage a sit-in demanding divided groups, Hockey Manipur and Manipur Hockey, to unite to save the fate of hockey players in the state. Today's protest was carried out by All Manipur Hockey United Club Association AMHCA at Dinku Road, side gate of Kumalampak Main Stadium. Speaking to media, AMHCA President Soraisam Ratan expressed his desire to implement the one game, one body policy in the state too. He maintained that division within bodies has demoralized players and is the chief factor of hockey game degrading in Manipur day by day. He lamented that there is meaning of having parent body if players have to fund themselves to participate in championships held in other states. He continued that fate of hockey game in Manipur, which once produced promising players who made it to the National Olympics team, hangs uncertain as funding from Hockey India has stopped and the state authorities has failed to give special attention in light of the prevailing issues between the divided groups.
Hockey Manipur, Manipur hockey case na nyaya hoji jo. Why adugum bada chat minna ba komi na ba amta leke. Ada koi ki just one game one body ha pose lakho matang da. Koi manu saru bya jagane. Koi hoji Manipur hockey ki makha da ju ya koi chachar hoi hockey Manipur makha da chachar. Koi di hoji tum me case na nyaya. Adu 2025 ki January. Adu ki pose nam me ara ki mo ju work top game. Case na me ara ka dum lebi phem ni. Sidung kara pila me koi khabara te ne. Hockey li pa to kani este 11 to na me pa ko ne. Why do you do I'm a drop in Salaga, or did you send them Tari, Manipur, Tabang and Gata? Manipur, Pikisu, Kesto, my tea, Aragazu, or put the Ningan of the Sidon later. The higher about any much of you, I'm not to you, I'm not to walk on the
The 7th SAF Under-17 Women's Football Championship will kick off tomorrow in Thimphu, Bhutan, organized under South Asian Football Federation, SAF. The tournament will be played at the Changlim Mitang Stadium on a double-leg basis with defending champions Bangladesh host Bhutan, India and Nepal competing for the title. Representing India in the championship are 5 young players from Manipur: Tamfasana Konjengbam, Elina Sarangthem, Tanya Tonambam, Julan Nomaitem and Nira Longjam. As per the fixtures, India will play its opening match against Nepal tomorrow at 3 p.m. followed by matches against Bangladesh on August 22nd at 3 p.m. and Bhutan on August 24th at 3 p.m. Now before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla inaugurates newly constructed prefabricated houses and crush center for internally displaced persons at Zalenphai village in Churachandpur district. All Manipur recognized private schools welfare association observes the 22nd private school day with focus on role of private schools in successful implementation of NEP 2020. Principal of Ibotombi Institute of Education R.K. Bijan stresses digitization of Manipur's local knowledge system under NEP, says indigenous knowledge must not be overshadowed by mainstream narratives. Tripura gears up to celebrate 34th Manipuri Language Day on August 20 and 21. Manipuri Language Development Society former member N.G. Nongyai greets people on the occasion. High Court of Manipur recognizes right of transgender persons to update name and gender in educational certificates. Manipur's first transgender Dr. Beyonce Lystrom wins name and gender change case. And in Miss Universe India 2025 Grand Finale, Manika Vishwakarma of Rajasthan wins coveted crown and Manipur's Sarangtam Nirupama shines as fourth runner-up. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. Have a great evening and stay safe.